The blue wall on one side, Moist Esports on the other.
I got KC winning this one.
So I'm picking K-Corp.
So I'm predicting Karmine Corp. Absolutely.
The best player in the world. Vatira coming up against his old teammate.
It's gonna bounce in for Itachi, and K-Corp on the board first.
Popped up for Exotic. Exotic, the 50.
Good! Joyo doesn't connect, but Rise to finish it for Moist. Now 2v1 Rise trying to slot it. Joyo bumps the last man. Now Joyo from the ceiling. Can he do it himself? Can he dunk it through? It goes through for Joyo!
This was never meant to happen.
Looking for follow-up, Astral slots the left side!
Vatira knew the sting of defeat.
But who knew that pain could feel worse?
Astral! That's it! They knocked out Karmine Corp!
Karmine Corp had reached a familiar crossroad. Settle for second or stay scrapping.
The question was, though, how much fight remained?
Let's go back to the start. The year is 2021. Lands are returning. Nature is healing. And La Francais's biggest org are about to bring scenes like this to the RLCS.
Teams don't just appear out of nowhere. Let's go back further.
Oh, quick goal from Steak.
Casey's time would start with a Spaniard, Stake, whose Giants did what every European team did in RLCS X, tried and failed to topple the era's big bosses.
The ball comes out off the back wall, all of a sudden he drop it down, he can! And a 3-0 for Vitality over the Giants. The flip race is done! It'll find the back of the net!
Desperate for that next step forward, Giants had signed the first player from Africa in the RLCS, who still had Spanish Bim Bam embedded in his Octane's DNA.
Itachi gave Giants the steely edge they'd been lacking, as they saw out the season with Stake's fellow Spaniard, Famway. Looming behind the Giants stood a new Colossus, one that wanted Stake and Itachi, but needed a superstar.
That your team will score there 100% of the time.
Astral double! Bang! Bang!
Well done for Astral!
Astral brought LAN experience. More than that, he provided flair that others could only dream of.
His signing satisfied Karmine Corp's ravenous fans, who now knew that they were the season favourites. Karmine Corp brought guaranteed viewership, the so-called Blue Wall. Their owner is one of the biggest French-speaking streamers, Kameto.
With Kameto's viewing parties regularly hitting 5 figures, nothing but net was KC's goal. Major wins, whirlwinds, or bust. A huge pre-season tournament would give some clues on how they were shooting.
Oh hey, human observers.
Whee! And even then, nothing actually at the net.
We don't even need taco.
Ball game. Are you kidding?
Steak! Proof of concept.
The grand finals was against the same boss these players had fallen to time after time throughout the RLCS X season.
He has it. Yeah, the flip
It does!
Dude, crazy shot.
The pass back towards Monkey. No. It is a high ball. It is a possibility, but Monkey Moo can't do it. And it is going to be Karmine Corp as the champions.
Hello everybody and welcome to this incredible Day 1 stream here for the RLCS.
Karmine Corp went into the season aiming to be one of 5 European teams attending the first LAN back in Stockholm.
There to keep the pressure. That's a wicked pin straight into the net. Williams resolved there, killed the ball's momentum, let a teammate who's already moving come, but here comes Itachi into another goal. Oh my goodness.
And with the 2 players on the ball then from KC, leads to Stake having a shot and Mets for Norris.
Inspired by that We Play win and a great first regional, Stake, Itachi and Astral went on a winning run the likes of which we had never seen. The season was little more than a Karmine Corp victory lap, with event after event going their way. The tremendous trio now firmly cemented as the 3 GOATs of Rocket League. Nah.
Momentum and fortune quickly turn. Failed to reach the Regional 3 semis. They'd missed the Major.
That's for Relating Wave. A demolition comes through again.
As fast as he can to really put the pressure on. Relating Wave goes right at Stake.
Endpoint, eliminating Karmine Corp along the way.
The first LAN back would feature a beloved and storied French org. Sadly for Karmine Corp, it wouldn't be them.
They licked their wounds and tried to reach LA's Winter Major, the first LAN back with a crowd.
Barely in a day are you going to change what your strats are. You just need to hold it together.
He's on a team with 2 excellent offenders, frontline players, is happy to apparently Jack 3 games in a row is going to score the first goal.
On offense, just that one getting caught out there.
Oh, he's worked his magic there.
Change was needed. The stakes were now too high. So in his place came Nolly, an Englishman who'd been all but written off after falling by the wayside with Guild Esports.
If you want to know more about Nolly, check out our story of Gen G.
They started the spring split 460 points outside Worlds qualification. Only a true genius would have
We are
dared
not doing
predict.
that again. We are not. We get it. You called it. Well done. Move on.
Fair point. But only a true genius would have dared predict Karmine Corp would make Worlds when they were so many points behind.
I think it's completely obvious that Karmine Corp are going to make Worlds.
Oh, he's got him.
He's one-on-one, he's over Oski, and maybe is going in, and Atto isn't there. And as far as Nolly shoots Oski, he'd already pre-jumped the save. Astral beats him to the ball, though. Couple of bumps, couple of demos, and a goal.
Itachi flip resets, CRR swatted that away, and Nolly now up the ladder from the heavens, try to swing one down, and he's got it!
The new Karmine Corp had defied everyone's expectations in reaching the spring major in their first split together as a team.
Mechanically, we knew Nolly was an upgrade. Mentality was the worry. Astral and Nolly, both strong personalities, may have butted heads.
But their mental game of Nolly is going to be so much better.
Look at the score.
Their run to the spring major proved those doubts wrong.
Finally, at the third time of asking, Karmine Corp would be represented on the biggest stage of all. As they headed to the Org's first major in Nolly's native London, something seemed to suggest the squad would deal just fine with all that pressure.
That's a difficult one to swallow. And maybe another kickoff goal. What is going on, Jorby?
Oh, card not over, goal! Astral!
They gotta get a goal first. Astral with the pitch and the
Oh,
demo, goal!
Only one goal scored by Furia in the entire series.
Maybe no, good touch from attack. He's Jane Astral getting attacked so much now. Nolly's coming in. Astral's already up as well. They're on pre-jumping. It's working. Chicago
They keep going.
beats it away, but now it's Nolly. And Nolly's gonna sink it into the bottom left corner.
In this format, those 2 wins guaranteed top 6. One more against version 1 would mean top 4 minimum.
Off the ceiling, doesn't have boost to play. Beast mode, double tap! He was hunting for that second touch, but Torment preventing.
Oh, he's so good. Oh, he's so good. Astral, you legend.
Astral being harassed. Clear out. Nolly decides to keep the play open. Beast mode towards net. Beast mode! What? A thriller at the copper box.
Listen, you clearly have a lot of fans in the building. What do you got to say to them?
Thank you guys for the support. It means the world.
Losing like that is brutal, especially when Furia await in the lower bracket. Win this one and they'd lock in top 4. Lose it and they were out in 5th to 6th.
Oh, that one's gonna be a race. Can Kyle get there? No, he cannot.
And there was a lot of demo plays that led to the demise of Furia. They haven't needed to utilize that, but what a dead, you're gonna do just as much damage.
Timeout called by Furia, and this is going to be the team talk of a lifetime from their coach. Now he needs to try and prove it at this situation. Shot! Jan has a brace! Nolly is going to have to back down at least now. Card lost the ball up to Kaio. Back into the midfield. Nolly can't quite take the first time shot. They're taking their time. They want the perfect play.
Touches here, every touch so important. Nolly gets back to the ball, mid-air recovery. Now it's for Karmine Corp!
History tonight.
Top 4 guaranteed, the semi-finals featuring a peaking Vatira, more on him later, were a step too far.
4th though was enough for a spot at Worlds. Nolly had helped turn around a 400 plus points deficit in the space of a split. Somehow, Karmine Corp's preseason target, utter world domination, was once more in their hands.
The 21-22 World Championship began with the 16 lowest seeded teams in a Swiss bracket. Survivors would then join the top 8 point scorers from across the season.
Will somebody take over and put this
Game out of reach. Astral got it at the end.
CJ now challenges it off the ceiling. Astral, another touch. Astral!
Tashi backboard. Who's first to it? Well, it was going to be Nolly. Now we go to Astral.
Get up and get loud. It's game day. First day of the group stage here.
Both defenses able to challenge. Shot in front. Goal! The entire King Corp rotation is out. Carr doesn't get the touch, but he gets the pass. Oh! Posted in! One more chance for King Corp down the field. Furia tear down the blue wall. Move on in the upper bracket.
Optic has to show up here, but they let another one slip by.
And the ball just hits his car. Don't know who he's
They'd smashed the Swiss, got through the groups. Their quarterfinals, the one no one wanted. The evolution of the RLCS X big bad bosses who ruined their dreams so many times before.
Playing in front of a live environment, and this being the largest crowd in RLCS history. Another one through the back gate.
K-Corp comfortably take game one.
K-Corp, great start for them.
Wow! Great vision from Itachi, but better redirect from Astral. They're not able to keep up that aggression. They're not able to get those follow-up shots, but Monkey Moon looking for a follow-up on that. Doesn't need it. Hey, who? Stay cold!
You leave yourself completely stranded. It could be 4 from the kickoff. Astral ain't gonna miss that. Team BDS will just about keep those comms up, but Karmine Corp are coming forward. Monkey Moon has to miss it and does beat Nolly and beats the whole Karmine Corp defense. All he can do is take the Dennis up against Seiko. Does he have the ability?
He's still there.
No! He keeps it up even more.
Nolly!
Monkey Moon Astral keeps it up in the air again.
It's still there.
Astral up against Seiko. Seiko just puts his foot on the brake for a second and slows things down.
We're going again.
Monkey Moon, it's on the floor.
Karmine Corp took no solace in being the only team to make BDS sweat. The World Championship dream was over, and so was the team.
Fed up with so-called steady progress, Karmine Corp's decision makers went all in on one player to build the team around next season.
Rumours swirled until a month after Worlds it became official. Nolly and Astral were heading to pastures new. Nolly to the States.
Which, as a reminder, you can learn all about in our fantastic JG documentary. Please.
Nolly moving to the States and Astral staying in Europe, donning the light blue of Moist Esports in a direct swap with the man who'd come the other way.
Seiko denied again, this time by Exotic, and now the counterattack. Batira 1, Batira 2, Batira don't. Are you kidding? The unbelievable boys!
Frame that goal, put it in a picture, and I'll hang it up on my wall. That is just absolutely glorious.
Opportunity here, he's got Batira on the far side, Michael by himself, relating wave, gets a board,
Oh my goodness!
Apache makes it 2 each.
Exotic's new colours were a reward for great individual performances throughout the previous season. Vatira, though, was something else. The new star of the show, rated the best player throughout the previous season. A French talisman who could have gone anywhere but chose Karmine Corp above all else. With this move, Karmine Corp world domination would be more than just some idle threat.
Well, most people thought so.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Europe to hit the field as we start the fall open of the 22-23 season of the Rocket League Championship Series.
Here come the boost starvations now with Matira slowing down the pace of the ball. Big dunk on the goal line, it's in! Rise reads him and follows up quickly for the shot. Kickoff's gone. Oh, there's a third man way though, and it will go in the back of the net.
KC have to make something happen, or should at least have a couple of chances if they lose this game.
He's on his own.
He's in the lead. He was completely stranded, and he scored it.
Karmine Corp had to be careful. They'd done this before, started well, and then slipped.
Exotic just passed everybody, now gonna waste the time. He's got past 2 players. Exotic! Second place at the last regional. They're gonna add another one.
What have G1 got left? What have Karmine Corp got to do to concede? They've scored again. It's actually doubles from distance.
At Rotterdam's full major, a considerable Karmine contingent was set to take over the crowd. Inspired by what was to come, the players went into the final and most important Swiss bracket of the full split.
But Karmine Corp are still finding gaps in defense here as Vatira got one. He's the first ball from LJ, but it's intercepted by Vatira, and he's done it! And Itachi right over to Exotic, and here's the counterattack. Nobody got back in time.
Topping the table meant KC skipped day 3. Still, the blue wall descended upon Rotterdam in huge numbers. But they'd all have to wait one more day to see their new heroes on the big stage. Fate forever finds ways to tip its hat toward moments like these.
Finally, Itachi, Exotic and Vatira could play in front of their fans. Against them, Moist. The team Vatira had abandoned. The team that featured an old mechanical carry.
The crowd reached crescendo. Winning was Karmine Corp's destiny.
Popped up for Exotic. Exotic, the 50!
Oh! Good! Now Joyo from the ceiling. Can he do it himself? Can he dunk it through? It goes through for Joyo! And getting Moist out for free. Now he might have an opportunity. He goes for the bump here, looking for follow-up. Astral slots it left side!
But now we see Moist win 2 straight, and now they forced a timeout to scrum in front of net. Moist, can they get out of this? Oh! No! Cannot! Vatira puts them down! Joyo off kickoff. Astral also coming off the ceiling. Oh! He's on a different plane! What was that? Oh, has been shining right. Joyo! Astral! Astral! Moist shot! Revenge is a dish best served wet! They knock out Karmine Corp!
This was never meant to happen, but it had. Karmine Corp were out.
KC alumni Nolly's Gen G claimed the event the Blue Wall felt should have been theirs. Winter was fast approaching, and Karmine Corp had 2 options: throw in the towel or go again.
Itachi, with Exotic in support, goes the whole way by himself! Oh, and it has got in!
Trying to mix it up. Doesn't go in their favor either. Another demo, another goal.
They're keeping them in it. You know, Karmine Corp can have their possession, but as long as they get standing on the ball to liquid on the 5, but they didn't there. Exotic and a chronic in the touch. Bunko, he's got this bump on his side.
Was another big win for them, and this one drops down to a toe. Gets the pass.
The winter split was almost perfect, only coming second to Team Liquid in the Invitational, but KC's full foray was also flawless, all the way up to that quarter-final.
Welcome to the Rocket League Championship Series Winter Major.
However well they started here, complacency could still kill.
Now a chance to extend it. Vatira, first touch, into a double tap! Picturesque from Vatira. Now the rebound to Itachi, and the pressure was too much.
And they have to leave that boost available on the corner. O'Callaghan took it, but this waterfall's down, and Exotic gives K-Corp the lead again.
Here we go, baby. Everything on the line here. The battle for French supremacy. It felt like previously they were expecting Matuma coming apart to cause a touch. Oh! Fins! Huge play. Exotic with a follow-up, baby, in the stand-up for Vatira. Vatira! Karmine Corp are your #1 seed going through Group B.
Topping their group meant Karmine Corp skipped straight to the quarterfinals. With 3 wins, they'd at least matched Rotterdam's top 8.
All this possession greatly favoring K-Corp. Oh! And it's Machi! How did he stay with it? Chicago. Oh, look at that! Now, how about this one? Once again, a goal in the first minute. And when K-Corp scores first, you've heard this stat multiple times. They're 54-3.
The semi-finals was against the only team who'd knocked them out in the entire split.
You know, Liquid, they have just been dominating the offensive stats in this tournament so far. This one dunked right in front of the net, and it's Exotic who will put it away for K-Corp.
But this game has been all Karmine Corp. Pure domination.
Oh,
now another Vatira! His composed gameplay, slowing it down, going for mind game, going for the physical play. Now off the ceiling. He dropped it all the way!
Itachi to the sky. It's tough for Liquid to challenge here. Vatira, double tap, flip resets. Can he put it away? Oh, he's too good!
But then K-Corp turns it up to yet another level! They get a Brazil again!
An RLCS first was en route. Europe and North America's first seeds would meet in a grand final. The bulk of the crowd, adorned in red, did all they could to drag their champions over the finish line.
FaZe Clan were dangerous. Karmine Corp, arguably more so.
Up to the grand finals, they sported the tournament's highest number of goals, assists, and score per game, as well as the highest shooting percentage. Vatira had scored the most goals overall, as well as the highest average number of goals, score, and shots per game. And to top it off, Exotic rocked the most assists per game. Okay, that's enough for you stats nerds. Let's get back to the pretty montage.
#1 in Europe versus #1 in North America. It is time to crown a champion. Shira very quickly to the side, and seconds timeout at 2-1. As the clock hits 0, the ball headed network one more time. Why not? Tachi off the ceiling. He's going for the win. He gets that one through. Exotic to finish. No, not the best touch, but Zero! They go back to the rock court. Oh, Dimo! Runway clear! And Exotic still got back in time. 10 seconds left. He scored at 0 in game 5 to put K-Corp in this ball. Wide open! Right between the eyes! K-Corp, at long last, gets the major title!
In truth, Karmine Corp's story remains incomplete.
Serial winners like this demand more. Ultimate glory can't be claimed until they have their domination at the World Championships.
But one step at a time. First, they wouldn't say no to a second major.
Boston, beware.
I think Boston be in Massachusetts.